Hi everyone, Nathan Nemmer here from Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's 2-Paint Tuesday. And hope you've all had a great day. We've had a busy day once again. It's always busy at Mighty Lancer Games with different tasks. I'm just trying to fix my giant Cobra that I completely screwed up yesterday. So before I move on to painting the Grey Maiden, which I was supposed to be painting tonight. I've been looking at this thing since last night's stream and deciding that I've totally wrecked it. So we're gonna rescue it a little bit this evening. So I'm just trying to get my stripes back on that I'd overbrushed too heavily and changed completely. So I'm gonna try a different approach this time. So I'm just getting it back to the stage it was at before yesterday's stream, and I'm going to put an ink wash over it. So while that's drying, I'll crack on with painting the Grey Maiden that I was supposed to be painting tonight. Might also slightly feature a little bit of Space Marine as well, because I've been working on this kind of bright steel colour scheme for my Black Templars, Silver Templars, whatever they're going to end up as, because I've decided that I'm not going to go with the black colour scheme for those guys. I think we might just go with a nice bright steel colour scheme, something a bit different. At least then I don't lose the models on the table when they're in amongst all the scenery, because they should be nice and bright. What are you working on, Mrs.?
Me?
That's you.
I'm going to paint this Goblin, which I'm hopefully going to use as a bust for the RCL. I'm hoping that they'll accept it. It is in fact a Christmas bauble, and needs its Christmas bauble hangy, loopy. Wow, that snake's a completely different colour.
Yep. We're not talking about my snake, we're talking about your bauble.
So it has like a stopper loop thing that goes in the top there, and then that hangs on your Christmas tree, because everybody needs a Goblin on their Christmas tree, because Goblins are cool. Get one on the Christmas tree. But because it's so hard to hold, then I've stuck a paintbrush in it so that I can hold it while I paint it. I'm also trying to keep an eye on Puppy. So, we have wheelie chairs and I always think I'm going to run him over. Alright, sweet boy. So, as you may have seen yesterday, Mr. brought these home. Hunter Green and Flubber Green from Green Stuff World, and was very impressed by them. So I am going to try them on my Goblin, which may turn out to be a very, very bright Goblin, but it's the Christmas tree after all, so you know, might be alright. He's currently got on him, as far as I can remember, because it was a little while ago that I did it, but as far as I can remember, he has green liner on him. Here's a 3D print that Mr. MLG printed for me. So he's, stop eating the paint, Gizmo. So he's resin 3D printed for me. We can't sell them, unfortunately. And the Goblins seem to have some kind of fault in the programming, or however they're made, etc. I don't understand. How
I put the supports on it.
Okay, how you've put the supports on. You said I didn't want to blame you. But they always have these massive cracks along them. So that's very unfortunate. And you could easily fill that in with some green stuff. But seeing as how it's just going to be stuck on the Christmas tree, I ain't going to bother. So, you'll have to tell us about you while I let the dog out for a while.
Of course I'm saving energy. So yeah, gonna move on to the Grey Maiden momentarily. Just going to apply a bit of Null Oil to these wrappings on her legs and her arms. Just to add a little bit of shading into those, and this bit on her foot. Still following the artwork on the back of the book for reference. So I painted these in with Dragon Red. So I'm just going to darken that down with some Null Oil just on these wrappings. And then maybe also in the shadow of her cloak as well. And then we're going to highlight up to a lot brighter red at the front. The puppy has been for his first round of injections today. So we've had a bit of a strange day this afternoon, or strange afternoon this afternoon. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Been trying to get on to show prep for the weekend, and coming up against all sorts of other obstacles to my time until it was time to go and take him to the vets to get stabbed. But we'll get straight back on it tomorrow. There we go. Is he alright? So I'm just going to put a little bit of, I'm not going to cover the entire cloak in it because there's no point in that. I'm just going to get a little bit down that edge of the cloak there, and where it joins her armour, and then we'll highlight across. I might just have a little bit under that hood. There we are. Right. So her hood's red. I'm going to have to make her hood around her neck a different colour to her hair. So they've all started off the same. But if you look at the book art, the hair and the cloak are both red. So I'm going to have to make the hair slightly pinker, I think, than the red of the cloak. But we'll work on that. Let's get our Null Oil away before I tip it all over.
Is that a...
That was not a dig.
Is that a dig?
That was not a dig at all. Wouldn't dare.
Just a coincidence, was it?
Wouldn't dare do that, darling.
Somebody's eating my paintbrush.
That's not helpful.
It's not helpful at all, is it? How am I supposed to paint now? Is it? Hey, how am I supposed to paint? Hey, I've not done any painting yet, and we've been on air for 8 minutes. What am I supposed to do now? Well, I know, but it's my paintbrush and you can't eat it. No, you can't eat my paintbrush. Hi, Tony!
Right, so, Space Marine. I'm going to do something slightly adorn this Space Marine with a little bit of something.
You'll go down there and get all snuggled. Yes. Let's try again.
So we're just going to get a tiny little bit of brass. Some Vallejo brass, the best gold. And then you need one of these little brushes from over here. What we got there? That's the red dot. We need a smaller one than that, I think. Let's go for this one, a 2-0, series 101. We're gonna get just a tiny little bit of brass. And then I'm just going to use it to highlight this rusty copper colour that I've put on his chest eagle. I want that to be more gold than it is. So this guy is essentially my test model for the colour scheme. I wanted to see what it would look like in a bright silver, and I'm fairly happy with it, to be honest. I think this is what we're going to go with. We've done the pre-order for the new releases for the Black Templars. They get released on Black Friday. And got a Marshal Helbrecht heading my way.
Is that for Christmas?
No, it's using our store army fund. So I figured that if I paint the rest of the army in this silver, and then seeing as he's the commander, and him and the Empress Champion, I could paint with gold armour, and they'd look quite cool.
So this is Hunter Green, and as you can see, it is really bright compared to the Green Liner, which obviously the Green Liner is really dark, so goes without saying really. But
What have I done with that?
I'll have to see what he looks like when he's all Hunter Greened up. There's no plan. You might have noticed I picked a very small paintbrush to paint this, so there was no clear plan going on at all, was there? And I'm probably really insulting some people with my brushwork because it's pretty bad. But this brush is quite old.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I'm just kind of like jabbing at it.
Oh, don't start that again.
What?
Jabbing with your brushwork. You might make that guy
Wanna kill
trigger
me
again.
And that was nice of him, wasn't it? He wanted to hurt me because of my brushwork. That's nice. There's some friendly people around. So I apologise if my brushwork makes you want to hurt me.
I was just thinking about doing something slightly different. I don't know whether to make his shoulder pads a different colour or leave them. I think I'm rather than mess about with too many different colours, I'm going to leave them like the metal colour and just put the transfers on over the top. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it simple colour scheme. And seeing as these red parts of his weapons are based in dragon red, we're going to leave them in dragon red. I'm just going to put a little bit of a shade onto them with my Nornile Agrax mix. And then while we're doing the highlights on the Grey Maiden, we can also do some on these weapons. So that bit, this hilt here, section here, has got like a little exhausty bit on it, so I figure that should definitely be a little bit dirtier. And the teeth of the chainsword, they're probably going to be a bit grimy, aren't they? Because the chainsaw teeth are never super bright. We've got to stay oiled up to keep spinning.
Tony says, no plan can be fun. I had no idea what I was going to do with that portal thing. Just been winging it. Well, hopefully this will come out as good as your portal thing, because that's awesome. But I doubt it. Yeah, only clear plan, get some green. That's the only clear plan. I do rather like these baubles. It came with the dragon one that you may have seen me paint before. That's part of this set. And what's the Cyclops? I did the Cyclops, didn't I? What is that? Or was it just these?
Yeah, just those three. Could do to get the printer going, doing a couple more for you before Christmas, couldn't I?
Well, you know.
Maybe after the weekend.
Maybe, yeah. Let's get Salute out of the way and maybe get you some sleep.
Yeah.
And then you can think about stuff like that.
Who needs sleep, eh? We're only...
I do. I love sleep. There's none of this sleep when you're dead malarkey. Let me sleep now. I sleep all the time. If you didn't wake me up, I would just be asleep the whole day. Which probably isn't very healthy. There's probably some underlying health reason why I won't wake up. But yeah, you could just sleep in. Whereas your body clock's kind of programmed to wake up, isn't it? Your brain goes, come on, we need to be getting up. And mine goes, nope, not at all.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got Gizmo now.
Where is he? He's there. Awesome.
It's very strange in our house because we have to have the actual lights off and just our painting lights on for the camera to not get those horrible lights because of the way it is. So it's pitch black apart from just us glowing under the painting lights. It is rather strange.
So, I'm going to get some of my Vallejo steel.
Now let's come back to me now.
You're the best.
Hi Pete!
Hi, Pete.
How are we all anyway? Oh, Pete says you've got to hydrate. I can't actually reach any man. Here's my extremely milky tea.
I've got coffee.
I have a cunning plan. It involves two twigs, a lump called turnip. Is the turnip in the shape of the thingy? They're the best turnips. That turnip looks exactly the same shape as a thingy.
Blackadder is good.
You've still got flash art to paint.
I have.
Of course it does. I have seen season 1 a few times, but I don't like it as much. I'm glad that they changed it up to make Blackadder not as useless as he was in the first season. I'm glad they swapped the roles so that Baldric was the underdog, really, and Blackadder had all the plans, the real plans. Oh, we're in the pot cupboard. Hi, Pete's pot cupboard. Oh, there's a bit of gravy left on this plate, Pete. You'll have to give this another wash. We're not seeing Wicked D, I don't think, in stream tonight because she's doing super special picking up new family members task. So that's cool. All the Discord members will know all about that. Definitely is also going to be doing something cool on the Discord, which I've just created a private channel, so Discord members can join in.
Nice.
Definitely is organising it all completely. It's nothing to do with MLG in that sense, but it sounds fun and exciting, and we like community-driven ideas and initiatives. So
What's this?
he wants to do a Secret Santa.
Yeah, right, cool.
So, so he's going to do a couple of posts and stuff explaining about it. See if there's any interest, basically, and see what people want to join in. It'd be fun. Come December the 1st, tradition dictates that I binge Blackadder and James Bond. Well, there's a combination and a half.
Mm-hmm.
We watched Batman Forever last night. That was funny. I do like the older Batmans and James Bonds and stuff. I like the daft elements rather than the dark elements. I think the Batman that I've seen the most must be Dark Knight, because you made us watch that ridiculous amount of times, didn't you? Is that the right one? Dark Knight?
The one with the Joker in it.
The one that you made us watch 1,000 times. We had to keep going back to the cinema because you had that voucher, so it was free. So we watched it like stupendous.
We only went to the cinema twice.
More than that. It seemed like more than that. It seemed like a lifetimes of watching that one film. We went more than twice.
Yeah,
we went to watch another film at one point, and it wasn't on at the time we thought it was. So we ended up watching the Dark Knight thing again.
We had the
pass things.
The passes from Cineworld, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean we don't anymore, but we did a long time ago when we had social lives and got out of the house.
Yeah. So before we had a small film.
Yeah, before. Nothing pandemic related, just small human related. So we used to have the Cineworld passes. You go all the way to Hull, which in the grand scheme of things isn't far, but it's, you know, not just in our own town. So we used to go and try and get our money's worth out of our passes.
Yep.
Because you only had to go so many times to have then every other time be free. It's when they used to actually make films and they used to be available. Now, with everything happening, there aren't really many new films out, are there?
No.
Be a bit rubbish if you had a pass now. They've redone all the cinema out though, apparently. I'm sure somebody in the Discord bit has been. Is that with the new, like, they throw water at you when your chair moves and all that stuff. I can't remember who I was talking to.
I won't be bothered about that.
No. Well, I get travel sick, so that won't be any good, would it? But you can have those chairs, but you're not allowed to eat or drink in them. So you can't have your, you know, snacks, which is the only reason I go to the cinema, is for the snacks. And there are other chairs available as well.
If you can't have popcorn, that's no good, is it? Yeah. Having popcorn's like...
But they don't want you to be throwing it all over while you, like, the chair's moving. I don't even know what's out at the cinema anymore. I don't even know what films there are. You went and watched the new James Bond, didn't you?
Yeah.
With my dad. Because I'm not bothered about it and Mum's not bothered about it, so you two go together. But you only went to the local cinema, didn't you?
Yeah, and it was okay.
What, the cinema or the film?
Yeah, both.
Last time I went to our local cinema, which was a ridiculous amount of time ago, the air conditioning was broken and was dripping on me, and I had to sit in the aisle because there was no spare seats. Which was health and safety rules, you know, but I was a teenager, so it was a long time ago. And I also went once to watch Garfield the movie. Yeah, that's how rock and roll I am. And there's a part in it when it's outside, they're outside and it's night time and it goes dark. Apart from it never came back on. And we all sat there for a bit thinking it was part of the film because it was dark. And then it wasn't, and we had to get up and tell them that it was broken. And the film had broke.
Very bad.
Yeah, you were going to paint on that green spot, weren't you?
I am painting over the green spot.
You know that we can see that you're not, right?
Yeah, but I am, look, I'm here, in the middle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There, is that better?
I can't even remember Garfield. I can't remember what happened in it or anything. It must have been really bad. The only thing that I can remember was that it broke. Maybe the film broke on purpose to give us all a rest if it was that rubbish. This is very green, isn't it? Very green.
It's a goblin. Should be green.
Yeah, it's very green.
Unless it's blue.
Not like yours.
Yeah.
So do these green stuff wells come with this mixing bowl inside then? You didn't put this in.
No, they come like that.
Oh, that's good. Added advantage. What are they called? Not mixing bowls, are they?
Agitators.
Agitator. Mixing bowl in my world. I tell you, when we did Hamish's quiz, Hamish does a quiz once a month. When we did Hamish's quiz, I knew the answer to a question, but because my English failed me, I got it wrong. So I didn't understand the word he'd used in the question.
What?
Oh, it put a word that meant, like, the hero, and I thought it meant the villain.
Alright.
But, because he didn't put hero, he put this protagonist or something.
Alright, yeah.
And I didn't know what that meant. And then it turns out that it's the hero, and I thought it was the villain. But it was about Curse of Monkey Island, and I actually knew who all the characters were. So if I'd, had any actual English skills, I might have actually got a point. But as it happened, me and Little Miss came lasty bums. The last of all the last people.
I see.
Yeah, there's a bit of dodgy 3D printing. Looks like his brains are coming out there. But It's fun. We enjoy it anyway, despite the fact that I'm rubbish. I thought I might stand a chance because it had a Disney round in, but no, last of the last people.
You didn't know any of the Disney answers.
Yeah, well, I got a few. I only got one Disney one wrong, and that's because it was which of these films hasn't had a sequel, and I had guessed, but that one had a sequel, and then I got shouted at by Little Miss, who wasn't providing any answers but just shouting at me when I got them wrong.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. It's only because everybody else is so awesome. If everybody else was on my level, I might have stood a chance.
Well, Hamish isn't streaming this week, is he?
Oh no, he's not. That's a good job you said, because I forgot that he wasn't. He's away, isn't he? Ah, daft dead.
Would have been trying,
trying
to raid him and
he's
he
not
wouldn't be
there. Oh, Tony's got a sticker. I should be getting a sticker for being lasty last place, bum. That's Booby Prize. Booby Prize a sticker. What's the matter?
No, I'm just, I'm not quite sure about this, but I'm sure it will be fine.
This is a richer green in real life to what it's showing there. It's still very bright, but let me see if I can. No, that's not really making it very better either. It's a richer, deeper green than it's showing. It's showing kind of like a washed out mint green, isn't it, on the camera? How can we get it to be a bit? None of these settings are making it the right colour. But believe me, it's not quite that washed out and poopy looking. Maybe when I take the picture later on. It might show it. It's more like a forest green. It certainly isn't that rubbishy green colour that it's showing there.
Yeah, that looks a bit wild.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I can't. It's the camera. Have you run out of space from your wet palette then to put the sticker on? Stick it at the end of one of my desktop hobby organisers. My wet palette hasn't got any stickers on it at all. But then it don't really get much use, to be fair. I always forget about it. And then when I open it up, it's always stinky. Because it's been so long. Right, so that's very green. Now, let's have a look at some of my wonderful pale saffron, because pale saffron is the best yellow, as we all know. It's also blocked, so that's fun.
No good. I've got a bit of excess steel here, so I'm just going to whack that over this Space Marine rather than let it dry.
Yours has got MLG stickers all over it. We haven't got any of those, you see.
Haven't you?
Well, no, what do I need an MLG sticker for?
Yeah. Maybe we should have MLG stickers on our painting thing.
Well, you used to have one.
I did.
That, and then you don't use it anymore.
Yeah.
You had one of the Moxie ones. That Moxie designed.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Have you got a Moxie designed one, Tony, or have you just got the square one?
I need to pull my finger out.
You got one of the circle ones. This guy's going to have yellow eyes, just in case you wondered. Pale saffron yellow eyes. To make that green even more green, let's have some yellow eyes. Could have had purple eyes, I suppose, but I think yellow.
But they're part yellow now, so that's what he's getting.
Well, I've poured the yellow out now, so he's having yellow.
What's
What?
Oh, I don't know. I was going to say something. Something was formulating in my little brain.
Something's just thrown into the window.
Is it? I thought it was a firework. I thought it was a firework outside.
What, just one lonely firework?
Yeah, I think so.
Not sure.
No? Okay.
Guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
So what are you painting?
So I squeezed a bit too much of my steel, Vallejo steel, out onto my palette, so I'm using it up by getting on a Space Marine that was pre-painted in black. And if I've still got a bit left, I'm going to move on to another one and do the same again, because I don't want to waste it. Precious commodity. Had to get some more steel wash today though, because I've almost run out. If I'm going to go with this silvery paint scheme, I definitely need. There, look.
Oh, okay, yeah, fireworks. Random 2 fireworks for no reason. That's a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bonfire on and fireworks.
On
4
Tuesday
days
night.
after bonfire night on a Tuesday.
Yeah, but what I mean is just like random bang bang.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, maybe they're just getting going.
No, I don't know. So grumpy, aren't I?
This guy's got a bionic arm, like the Terminator.
Oh, I'll drink all the tea off and water.
Yeah, no. I spoke to the guys spoke to our account guy at Games Workshop today to see if I could glean any information about Battle Forces, the box sets that they do each year.
And then they say, we know nothing.
And he said, I don't know anything.
Don't ask me.
But I think, yeah, he said, I don't know anything, but I think if they are going to be coming, that we'll find out a bit more about them this week. So we'll have to, excuse me, keep an ear out or an eye out on the Warhammer community page if you're interested in the Battle Force box sets that GW have done. Christmas. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Oh. It's supposed to be that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure. Wow, this guy's looking really cartoony.
This guy needs some more glue on him. He's coming out of his base. I'll sort it out when I've finished painting him. Now we've started. So these are the guys that have got some of the 3D printed heads on that I did mention briefly on yesterday's stream.
Well, here are fireworks that are going off outside, or are they not that loud for you? What? I can't see any pretty colours, it's just noise.
No, just bangs.
Gizmo's not bothered, so we're alright. Oh, that was a pretty colour one.
That
Fireworks,
sounded like it had a bit of something else going on, didn't it?
There's some fireworks going off outside. I'm not sure if you can hear them or not, or why they're going off, but there's some bangs going off. I am painting a goblin head, which is a Christmas bauble decoration. What are you doing over there?
I'm actually painting this lady over here, but I squeezed out too much steel colour onto my palette, so I'm just using it up by whacking it on some Space Marines.
Whacking it on, you mean carefully painting it on in precise order?
Yeah.
Yeah, just whacking it on.
Yeah, just whacking it on.
Just whacking it on. I am just whacking on this for the green. She's a very, very neon yellow green. It's not really showing up as well on camera. but it's,
No, that's what I thought yesterday. It didn't really.
it's very yellowy, bright green.
Like flubber.
Oh, like Cobra, which you've never seen.
No.
Well, I can't really remember if I'm honest. The film. I know I've seen it. And it vaguely exists in my brain somewhere, but I can't really remember it. It'll have to be one of those films that I'll have to make you watch and then I'll go, oh yeah, that was it.
Well, I got a hankering earlier on to watch The Water Boy.
Oh yeah.
I think we might have to track that out, see if we can find it on one of the
Well, we were going to
things.
watch the Harry Potter films again, but we have it on DVD, but we don't have a DVD player in the living room because our DVD player is the Xbox 360, which is now in here in the orangery for streaming purposes. So it's not actually in the living room with the TV.
Although we could just take it in there
I mean,
tonight.
we could just take it in there, but we looked to see if you could just stream Harry Potter, but you have to buy it, so that's not happening. Yes, we could just take it in there. We only have one TV in our house, you see, so we could just carry it in there. They've got a bit noisy in all their fireworks. Pete
Yeah.
says, everybody
Hydrate.
hydrates. It's alright, White Rose, what were you doing on your stream? I think you're painting goblin heads, listening to other people's fireworks. It's very bright now, this.
Oh, that's awesome. I like it.
Almost finished the tree lord. Cool. Yes, it happened during our proper one yes, it's very bright. I don't know. Do we think I should do purple eyes, seeing as how it's so yellowy green now? Rather than I just went for. I just got yellow out as like an automatic.
I don't
Oh,
know.
really?
Yeah, go purple.
He's very yellowy green now. Well, we normally raid Goblin Squire White Rose after us, because on Tuesday that's why we stream at 7. It's on holiday and I'd forgotten, so I was all ready to raid and then Misty's just reminded me that he's not actually here.
Purple eyes, then.
Oh, I don't know. What do you think?
I think why don't you do purple eyes?
What does everybody else think? Purple eyes? Blue eyes? I'll go with green.
Purple.
Oh, just purple, no other colours ever.
Don't know. Don't know. I haven't got the colour wheel to. Thing. Yeah. Get proper reference. We need some of these proper artists to give us informed information. I'm gonna run out before I can finish him.
Yeah, red would be on opposite side. Purple might be on. No, if Pete was chatting, then he'd say, I have to do pink.
What are you doing, pink?
Let's just do one purple, see what it looks like.
Yeah, make him pie-eyed.
Pie-eyed?
Yeah, that's like when, there's a proper term for it, isn't there? But it's like that's it. Yeah, when they've got one eye different. Why do they call it wall-eyed?
I don't know, maybe they don't. Just make them up. let's see what this is going to look like. I was going to do them yellow, but now I'm thinking maybe purple. So now we're going to see what it looks like. And then I go, oh no, I don't like that, and then we can change it back. So, are you excited for Salute?
I am, yeah. I've been thinking about it, thinking about whether we're planning on taking the right stuff and what have you. I'm pretty confident that we are. I'm going to take a whole selection of Reaper and WizKids and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, because there's no point in taking stuff that the manufacturers themselves are making,
No, I don't think so. So we're going to take a good selection of other products. Managed to get hold of some of the new Silver Bayonet rule books. They should be arriving in time for us to take with us.
Chances are they taking the Reaper paint?
We wouldn't plan on it. However, if there is anything that you would like us to take, we will take it. If you'd like an order for collection, we can sort that. We've had a couple of customers get in touch already with collection orders for the shop. For the show, even, not the shop.
Charlie's contemplating going. Few things that have to be decided first, and then decisions can be made.
I've enjoyed, when we've been, I've really enjoyed going from the perspective of going and looking at some of the other companies that I wouldn't normally be aware of unless I'd seen their stuff there. So you hear people talking about companies like Creature Caster and Mears Miniatures and what have you, and some of these companies make absolutely fantastic stuff, and it's only when you see them in the cabinets and what have you on some of these people's shows and you see things in real life, you realise just how nice they are.
Oh, there was one that I saw, I can't remember what it was called, and they were going to be there, and I was like, that's a really cool. They're really cool minis. They had all mushroom people and all stuff and creatures and things. I can't remember who they were. And they do retail. They sell to retail.
Alright.
That's going to bug me now.
You'll have to remember.
Oh.
A couple of years ago we saw never tracked much more down from them, to be fair, because it was a French company, I think, and they'd done a range of large-scale animal pirates. They were really cool. They were really funky. Some cool things. They had a huge pirate ship set up on their stand. There's always people with new and funky ranges and games and stuff there.
Oh, Moonstone.
Oh, Moonstone, yeah.
Yeah, Moonstone, that was it. Moonstone, they look really, really cool. And they do.
Yeah, well, some of those MDF buildings that Tony's done have been designed for Moonstone.
Ah.
And
see, full circle.
And yes, we can get those because I understand that shortly we will be able to get them through TT, that we get some of our other bits and pieces from.
Ah, but Moonstone themselves have a retip, you have to see prices.
Oh, yeah.
But I just thought they look really cool. I mean, they look really cool because they're amazingly painted on their website, but their figures themselves look really cool. Sharon says it seems a bit more historically focused in the traders, which I'm not particularly interested in. There are a couple of traders that are really making me itch and would be really cool to somehow visit MLG. Yes, who are you taking with you?
David and Andy are coming.
So both of those people work in the shop, so it would be like being in the shop.
Yeah.
Get to see you and David and Andy.
Yeah. I see Tony's put hassle-free miniatures usually turn up, but I found out last night, Tony, that unfortunately they're not going this year, which I was kind of hoping that they would be, because there's some of their stuff that I really like. And I was hoping to pick up a couple of their new releases, but unfortunately they're not going to be there. However, they do have some kind of special offer going on their website. So might have to order myself a couple of figures, which then you could get me for Christmas.
Oh, right, okay. Sharon says, please get them. They're awesome, aren't they? I've only seen them today, and I was like, ooh, cool. And then it said, oh, they do for retail. Ooh, cooler.
Could I please have, when you've got a second, the Reichland Flesh Shade in front of you, my darling?
Because I chucked it all over the desk last night.
Does that mean we need to get some more?
Oh, is that where Baron Von Fancy Hat was from? Was that him?
Yes, I think so.
I don't think. I don't know. But then sometimes I see really, really cool stuff. And I always mention it, but then I also think we haven't actually got any room for that.
Oh yeah, well, so earlier on I'd taken all the Spellcrow stuff down that you'd added over the past couple of days. And the boys said,
where do you think we're going to put that?
You do know that there's like a whole load of new codes in amongst all this, don't you? I said, yeah, but it's alright, because Emma's written the prices out for you there to make it easy, so you don't have to look them all up. We're like, oh no, we've done that. We've priced it all up. It's just where we're going to put it. What do you mean? Just put it on here with the other Spellcrow stuff. No, there isn't any room.
Yeah.
Right, okay. We might have to have a bit of a shuffle round of some other stuff then.
Again. There's only so many times you can shuffle stuff around, isn't there?
I keep saying to myself, right, that's it. I'm not going to buy any new stuff. We're just going to get restock stuff. We're not going to buy.
It's also cool.
Not going to buy.
Now we've got to find somewhere to put moonstone stuff.
Not going to buy any new stuff until after Christmas. We're just going to stick with what we've got.
You'll have to talk to him at the show if you get a chance.
Yeah. Well, I figure.
You don't get a chance to do anything.
Yeah, we'll see what it's like. I figure I can leave Andy and David manning the stall in the afternoon, because the show's normally quieten down in the afternoon. So I figure if I leave them manning the thing, and I'll go and have a chat to some other companies.
Yeah, well, you'll have to just see how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't really make any plans.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have a little plan, which if it does come to fruition is.
Are you telling us?
Yeah. So my intention is that when it gets a little bit quieter in the afternoon, to go and have a chat with some of the European traders that are there with their gaming mats and stuff, and see if I can get some gaming mats before they have to take them all back across the channel. Pick up some stuff from them before, because they're not going to want to carry it all home, are they? So I figure we'll get a little bit of stock to bring home with us, if we can.
Oh, so you're just going to go and spend all of the money?
No!
It's already cost us £1 million just to go. Executive networking, that's it.
Absolutely.
It's just a shame it's so far away.
Yeah.
Where's the salute of, like, Yorkshire?
We went to it the other week.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
That's wargaming, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know this is, but don't they normally have other stuff as well? Or is it just wargaming?
Yeah, it's pretty much just wargaming, but other companies go because it's such a big event. So I think one of the stands that's near us, that salute, primarily does like model railway buildings or something.
There's an art stand there, yeah.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
There's an art stand there. You're selling like acrylics and what's we paint? What have we done with it after that?
Yeah, different things, different companies selling like new and interesting stuff. I'm not buying any miniatures though.
No, we don't need any. No more.
Yeah, definitely don't need any more.
So, anybody like to take a bet on how many new miniatures he comes back with? Always comes home with some.
Yeah, well,
But they were super cool.
always been restrained in the past because previous years we've. Previous years have always been restrained because we were going on the train and I could only carry so much stuff, but this time we're going in our own van. So.
You don't have to fill the van. That's not a goal. Oh, look at all this space we've got. Let's fill the van.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. Anyway, Sharon's asking you a question.
Cool. From your memory, is there a fair few stands for materials rather than just minis? One of the reasons I want to go is to find something new and different that I've never considered before. Materials. How do you mean materials? You know, like painting supply type stuffs. Because if that is what you mean, then yes, there have been a few in the past. Different companies. You had the map. Did you have a?
There's a list of traders online, but I think Sean's already seen the list.
Actually, right. Yeah, there's always been companies there selling a wide array of stuff, basing and craft. Oh yeah, definitely. There was last time we went, which was obviously 2 years ago. There was 2 or 3 stands that were just selling like resin, base embellishment type stuff, and all sorts of different scatters and flocks and basing materials and all that kind of jazz. There's loads. Yeah, I don't think the link works for our website from the list of traders, does it?
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry for making you check.
Half the website's broken. Oh no. Oh, from the 80s. I thought that, Sharon. I went on just to be nosy and see like who we were going to be next to and stuff. And even the Salute website, because it's like a gaming club, isn't it? Seems really old.
Yeah,
Or is that just me?
No, you're right.
No, it works for me. Our link to our website.
Does it? Oh, it didn't work for me when I tried it. Maybe they've updated something.
But yeah, some of them seem to be. Oh, you don't need to click ours, do you? Because you know ours.
Yeah.
But that one there, that one's an email address. That one's not a website. That's an email address for that person. So maybe that's why some of them aren't even proper things. But I did notice when I was having a little, and that's another email address there, having a little browse about that some of them were quite dated or looked quite dated. But then we've just updated ours. So hopefully it looks alright now.
Seems so long ago.
Well, yeah. A lot's happened since then. Hasn't it, with all this pandemic-y stuff and having to shut down and everything like that.
Yeah.
The shop, our shop and our website are still completely running as normal while these lot are at Salute. So the shop is still open, the website is still functioning, everything going along as normal.
Yeah, we're leaving a core team of highly trained operatives to handle your orders.
Is that what you say?
What do you mean? That's the truth. crack team of
Well,
order
it's the
order
normal-
pickers and packers.
normal team, isn't it? Because
I was trying to big them up.
Oh, I know, but apart from David, the lads that are working in the shop on the weekend are the lads that work normally, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you've only stolen one, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, because Andy works midweek.
Yeah.
So clumsy. I do that every time.
What?
I've just run onto the edge of the shield with red there, but it's fine. Can cover that up, that mistake, really
So-
easy.
I'm using Graveyard Bone by Reaper for these teeth in case anybody wanted to know what I was doing. So it's like a milky, bony, whitey colour. It's not stark. It is cool, but they're very difficult to paint because obviously if I painted all the way down here where the teeth go, that's going to look really silly. And so, his teeth don't really do that. So as cool as it is, it's not the best design for painting, or at least painting in my haphazard style, at least.
Why not?
Oh, there's no ridges or anything for any dry brushing.
Right.
The teeth are weird and go all the way to the back of its head. Yeah, just that simple kind of stuff.
Right. So you wanted more figure-like detail from your Christmas bauble.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm only messing. Don't get all offended. I had Ross do me a list of best sellers for the WizKids stuff today, so we can make sure we take the best stuff with us.
My tummy just made a funny gurgly noise.
I can't possibly be hungry after all that. Ah, I am using a mix of hollyberry and dragon red just to put a first highlight on my cloak here.
And how long are you painting for?
I thought, it's 8 o'clock. I thought we'd finish on time as if it was normal, and then we can go and put our feet up and hopefully get an early night in case we're up all night again. Because after a week of normal sleeping pattern, Gizmo has decided that he doesn't like being asleep at night time anymore.
He's having a little bit of separation anxiety, I think. So he was settling in last week and wondering what was going on, and now this week he just wants to be with us and doesn't really want to be asleep in a different room, which is literally across the hallway, and we don't have a big hallway because we don't have an upstairs, so it's all one level. So he is closer to us, in fact, than Little Mrs. But obviously, he doesn't really understand that at the moment. He doesn't understand that it's just sleepy times, and we'll be seeing him in the morning, and everything will be okay. So he's just got to get used to that everything's fine, and that we are still going to be here when he wakes up.
Yep. So last night, every time I got up with him last night, he'd go to sleep and I'd get him. So I thought, like, it's safe now. I can go and get back into bed. I'd go get back into bed, get snuggled up, just about to fall asleep myself, and then he'd start crying. So So I ended up going and having a nap on the sofa again. Just to keep him quiet, so he didn't wake everybody else in the house up.
Oh, Tony's famous.
Ah, cool.
Famous people in our ranks.
Yeah.
Remember us when you're too famous to be watching the stream, Tony. No, well done. What colour is
That's
that?
awesome.
I've just put the completely wrong colour on my palette, thinking it was green and it's actually blue.
You'll have to have a like a bingo board for different miniature manufacturers that are giving you a shout out, Tony. Green Stuff World, Weird, Mantic. I remember seeing something from Mantic as well.
We were on the Reaper, whatever it's called, Reaper Live or whatever.
Oh yeah,
In
yeah.
our Halloween costumes, that doesn't really,
Yeah.
not really any great skill there because they put everybody on. We weren't special. Who are you? Why am I here? Well, I ask myself that all the time. Who am I? Why am I here? What's going on? What's that? I don't know what colour that is now. One's blue and one's green. I can't tell. They're both liners, and in my palette they both look the same colour. Yeah, look.
Oh yeah,
That
the
one.
liners are really dark.
And that one's green and one's blue. I don't know which one's which, so I'm just guessing now. I'm not actually colourblind.
I can imagine that would make miniature painting quite difficult.
I'm colourblind.
Yeah.
There are a couple that I've seen in some of the groups I've got there. And we're colourblind. One of them said, can you help me out because my spotter, who's like his wife, is away and I need to know what this colour is. Two of my friends are colourblind. It's fun when we play games. Because sometimes one of them thinks that he's won. I mean, you know, if you've got to match like Monopoly or whatever and he hasn't because the colour he thinks it is isn't the colour it is. He takes to asking me, because I'm the only girl in our friend group, and he trusts me slightly more to give him an actual answer. Then the rest of the boys would just go, oh yeah, totally, that's pink, honest. Ah, no it's not.
That's what makes her for.
Sharon says she's got an order if you want to keep it, and then if she decides to go to Salou, is it already gone? I don't know.
I don't know, but I can certainly have a check. Yeah, if there's nothing that you're in a rush for, Sharon, we will bring it with us.
I love the way you've said like, oh, I've just realised there was actually an order that you'd forgotten. So many minis. Yeah.
I was just thinking about the so many minis thing. Thinking, yeah, I do have.
You do, you've got too many minis. I haven't got any.
Yeah.
Not compared to you.
No.
You've got a whole shop full. I didn't get a notification for shipping yet. Ah, that's probably not gone there.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look.
You haven't been there this
failing.
afternoon, have you? You've been at the vets.
Yeah.
With me and Gizmo. And then you skived off and stayed at home so that you could see your daughter. What are you doing? Yes. Ridiculous. Get back to work.
It's going to be a long day tomorrow.
What?
Getting stuff ready for Saturday.
You've already started though, haven't you?
Oh yes, but there's still a lot to do.
What day is it tomorrow? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I ordered some clothes, not mini related at all, which I don't do very often. Most of my clothes are still quite old. I ordered some clothes, and they come from, you order them on one place, but that one place has like lots of different designers. They're not designers like that, but they're lots of different companies that they represent. So then you're ordering all different shipping ways because each warehouse is shipping individually from the manufacturer. So I've had 3 deliveries so far, and I can't remember if there's anything else still to come or if that's it all. Because it's confusing, and they've all come with different methods, so Royal Mail and Hermes and all sorts of stuff. And then you're like, oh yeah, there's one more of that item of things that I ordered.
And are you keeping it all, or?
I'm keeping it all. Well, so far, it's only like nothing exciting, some cardigans. Woohoo! Look at me, fashion queen. Get some cardigans. Keep me warm. Turns out I'm a different size now than I used to be, and not in a good way. So I'm one of these people that always looks a scruff. So I could have a really expensive suit on and like really try and still look an absolute scruff bag. Always. My mum's got me a new coat for Christmas because she never likes my coats. She always says that I look really scruffy in all my coats. So she's got me a new coat for Christmas, and it's like a sleeping bag. It is the most bizarre thing you've ever seen. It will certainly keep me warm. I mean, there is no doubt about that. I might not be able to move in it, but it will certainly keep me warm. And she told me that it's what they're all wearing nowadays. So it's probably going to be the most fashionable thing I've ever had in my life, because I don't really do fashion. It's not something that I've ever gone into. So yeah, sleeping bag. It is weird, but equally will keep me very warm. You've not seen it, have you? You've seen it?
No, she didn't show me earlier.
Yeah, it's odd. And she made me try it on, right, which is good because you've got to make sure it fits. It is a little bit tight. I told her that, but apparently that doesn't matter. So I was like, okay. And then she said to me, so she stood me in her bedroom in front of the mirror to make me try it on. And then she said to me, do you want me to try it on so you can see what it looks like on me? And I'm like, well, no, not really. If it's supposed to be a coat for me, I've kind of just seen myself in it because there's a mirror. It was really weird. But yeah, I do love my mum. She is a bit weird sometimes though.
Right. I'm just going to paint these 2 urns gold that are at the back of my snake's base, and then shall we wrap up?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you. I'm just painting this guy green. I'm adding all these little bits in, and the camera's so bright, you just can't tell. Honestly, I've put some detail in there in some way. Let me see if I can. That's not really made it any much better. That's some more appalling English for you all. Are you still messing with that snake?
Yeah, well, I never actually did these bits.
Hello. Buy lots of things from Mighty Lancer Games.
Like...
I'm like me, it's not like... You married me.
Yeah, you've got weird there.
Me?
No,
What did you say?
nothing.
Yes, you did. Come on.
I said, yeah, but you've got weird though.
I was always weird. was always weird. You were just younger and maybe didn't notice quite as much. I've always been weird. Made a purple splodge on me desk. Any much better sounds better, yeah. It's a good job that I don't actually have to talk to people, isn't it? What's those words that you've made up there? My grandma used to make words up all the time. Like, just make them up and use them as if they were real, actual words. Like, we were all strange for going, what? Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was just thinking.
Ooh,
Thinking about my snake again.
Oh, you and that snake.
Yeah, no, well, I like it. I like it now. I think I'm just gonna.
You liked it last stream, and now you've changed it.
Yeah, I've changed it now, but I think it's much better. Just need to finish. I'm gonna do the bass.
Much better. I thought we
Much
decided
better.
much better was a
Much
word.
better. I'm gonna do it much better. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna do the bass. I'm gonna do a little bit of highlight on the bony kind of colour parts of it. I'm gonna leave it as it is. That's what I'm gonna do.
Is it for something?
No.
I don't know if it was your monster or.
Yeah, I might submit it as the monster. Oh,
you don't have to. I just
for the
wondered.
month. Yeah.
It was just a one. Everything revolves around the RCL, you see.
Yeah.
Let's not
No,
do
well,
any painting for us.
I said that I wasn't really going to bother doing a great deal for the RCL this month, but because I've got too many other things ticking around in my brain. But then I'm doing this troll here for a duo.
Yeah, well, if you've committed to duo
with
and trio, then
with
that's...
Wicked D. Well, I haven't committed to a trio.
Oh.
Just a duo. So duo for that, monster for the snake, play a character for me Grey Maiden. That's about it. I need to finish me Ghost.
Is that for the large group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get that done. And that's it. But then I've still got like all next month to do that as well, haven't I?
Yeah. Well, not all next month. But
Yeah. So that's fine. That's all good. Right. So we're gonna stream tomorrow night from 8.
We think I should put. I was gonna put like a line down, down his eyes.
Right.
Do you think it should be yellow? Or do you think it should be black?
Yeah, I think it should be black.
Okay.
So tomorrow night, 8 till 9, as normal. And tomorrow night, I'm going to be working on the bust, the orc bust that I started last week, and I'm going to be using some of the Hunter Green and Flubber Green that Mrs. MLG has stolen this evening, because that was what I got it for embellishing the bust slightly. Working on that green skin a little more. I did say that I was going to.
Can't see it black.
Maybe do it yellow. I did say that I was going to leave it the same kind of dark green that it is, but I've been looking at it over the past week and I've decided that it does need something a little bit different. So that's what it's going to get. So these Space Marines, I'm going to do these in the same way that I do all of my steel, because I decided that I like it that way. So they're just going to get a bit of steel wash while Mrs. MLG just finishes what she's doing over there. And I'm going to call it a night.
For you.
Well, tip some wash out now, you'll have to wait.
Always runs over. Always blames me. What you like?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So what are you watching when you go and sit down? Are you watching Taskmaster? Because we started with another episode, didn't we? And then
Yeah.
I can't remember what they were doing.
No, I can't.
Well, that shows how much attention we were paying, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't the circle one, was it? That was in the last.
That was in the last one, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that was a good-
in both eyes.
That was a good task. Oh, yeah, what's going off there?
No, I'm just poop. That's what's going on there. Oh, a load of rubbish. Where's your my goblin looking? Well, he's looking over there and he's looking over there. Let's get rid of that. Oh, now I've made him into some kind of injured goblin with his eyes falling out now.
Eye falling out, goblin.
Eye falling out, goblin. Right, so anyway. There we go. I'm just thinking that the black doesn't really show. It doesn't look like he's got any eyes. But that's maybe a good thing if I can't actually get his eyes to line up anyway.
Maybe.
That's the problem when he's got massive eyes. They're like, yep, we can definitely see how rubbish you've painted those.
Give up. You've done an awesome job and you know it.
Oh, I haven't. I've just had to wipe it off. That's hardly an
Alright,
awesome job.
Alright, you maybe need to spend a bit more time on that bit.
Dearie me. So what are you doing then?
I'm just finishing this. Well, you're still going, aren't you, with your eyeballs?
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna put some
sorry.
steel wash on this guy's
He
legs.
just keeps doing stuff.
All right, well I'll finish this guy and then we'll call it a
We
night.
could have forgotten how many times you said that.
Yeah, I'll just finish
Any
this bit.
suggestions for these eyeballs chat while the boy's messing about over there? Maybe do a bit brighter purple in a circle and then black. In a circle. Don't understand what you mean by a circle. I've done a line.
Or like a
But I've done a line.
what line?
I've done a line down. I've not got circles.
Right.
It's like a line. You mean like a circle in the middle?
Yeah, like a pupil.
But
Rather than just a big old eyeball.
Won't that look weird if I've done a line?
It might.
I'm confused.
Yeah, you might have to redo your purple and take the line away and then do it.
I don't want him to have like goat's eyes.
Well, you do it how you want, baby. That's
Well, no, because obviously it's not going like I want, is it? That's the whole whinge that I'm having. It's not doing what I want. Part of the issue is that it's not doing it. And I'm not exactly sure what I wanted, if I'm honest. A lilac cornea and a black goat eye pupil. You mean make the purple lighter? Remember to speak nice simple language for me, peeps. Do you mean make the purple lighter?
I think that's what they mean, darling.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what an iris is, so don't know what all these technical terms are. Iris isn't cornea. It's just right. Right. Lighter purpley, great big massive blobs. This bit. That bit. Let's try. Stop laughing at me. He's laughing at me now. Oh, how have I survived this? I haven't got a lighter purple. I haven't got any purple. Where's all the purples gone?
I've only got twilight purple.
All my purples are the same colour. They're all poop. Witchcraft purple.
Have you got
Iris is the coloured part of your eye.
twilight purple?
I haven't got one of them on him. It's just purple and then a black line down the middle.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make one.
Anyway, you stop putting more paint on. We're finishing. Stop. Look, Pete's redeemed a hydrate now because you're messing about too much. Right, are you going to say goodbye to everybody?
Yeah, okay. I'll have a hydrate and then I'll say goodbye.
And then I'll make this big round blob a light of purple.
Yeah.
I hope that's what I mean. Not really
Cool.
got a light of purple. Anyway.
Thank you everybody for joining us.
It's all good fun, you know.
Yeah, thank you everyone. We hope to see you soon. We'll be back tomorrow evening from 8 PM with Orc Bust action.
Okay.
Yeah. See you soon. Thank you everyone.
Bye.
Bye.